Now, what is the biggest misconception of you at this point?
The biggest misconception of me is that Five Mike's claim to fame is stocks. That's not my claim to fame. Uh, Fortunately, the world and most of the people in hip hop got a chance to find out who I was when my stocks hit. I was able to make that type of money off Wall Street and stuff like that. But the real truth is, I've been doing music for 20 years. And not only been doing music, I've been doing music with some of the biggest artists of all time. When they're doing their biggest favorite songs that you like, that we all sing, I'm sitting right there. I'm not sitting there going to the store either. You know what I'm saying? Like when Lil Wayne's doing the Carter 2, I'm at Hot Beat Studio every day. You heard? Lil Wayne's offered me a record deal at that time. You know what I'm saying? I decided to move forward with Grand Hustle and stuff like that, you know, and be with T.I. and them. But I had opportunities to be with Young Money. I was working with Don Cannon when he was like the hottest producer at the time. Um, the list goes on. There's so many people that I was there, like at the peak of their stuff, or participated. If I was just in the room, like, yo, that's not the beat, yo. I was there and I learned stuff and I watched and I seen. So I'm like the last of the Mohegans when it comes to certain stuff. So if you are at home, like, damn, Five might be doing last, yo, because I was around the best. Like, spent 17 years around T.I. When he's selling the most records, what are you talking about? Like, there's so many people though. When they're at their peak, when they the hottest, Five Mike's in the building like this, boom. So I got a chance to absorb things that most people from this era or in this matrix, they don't even know. Like I went to real hip hop school, man. And rest in peace, my uncle Clay, man, Clay Evans, man.
Now, can you rattle off some of those songs, the song titles that you were in the room while they were being created, perhaps?
Oh, come on, they wouldn't believe it, man. It's too crazy. I could just,
Off the top of your head. Me just asking you that question. You were in the room when these hit songs were created.
almost every song on the paper trail. Almost every song on everything after that and before, you know what I mean? Like for real. Like there's so many. I wasn't there when he did the joint with Rihanna, but I'm there with all the, like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Wayne Carter 2 whole album. You know what I'm saying? I don't know which song you like off that album. I was right there the whole time. Like I said, I could have signed with Lil Wayne. I always talk about that. I don't know if Wayne one day gonna be like, Five is lying. But guess what? I would never lie on another man. Wayne called me. I was in the bed with my baby moms. Uh, my daughters might not be born at the time. Uh, and I was recording at Hot Beat Studio, going back and forth, renting out the C room, while Lil Wayne and them got the A room. And I was very tight. I also had something to do with Lil Twist and Lil Wayne's relationship as well. You know what I mean? So all that stuff was going on at the time. And they went to the Bahamas or something, you know what I'm saying? I just remember that I got a phone call. And I'm like, who the hell? And they're like, yo, this Wayne. And I'm like, what? And they go, Five Mics, we want to sign you, man, when we get back, man. When we get back from Bahamas, we're going to sign you. We're doing this thing called Young Money, la la. So I just think them back at the studio and I didn't really understand. No, I seen Drake early on. Minaj wasn't around at the time as Drake. There was a few people coming to the studios back then before the Young Money sound even developed. I was there. I seen that. You know what I mean? And I just feel like there's so much in hip hop, whether from the South or New York, that yeah, I was in the room or when that moment was curated, I was there.
Now, when
Now I
it
wasn't a rapper there though at all times. Sometimes I was security, or sometimes I was just a nigga that keep it real in the room and they kept me in the room, but I was there. You know what I'm saying? Word.
now watching hit songs get created,
Yep.
watching classic albums being produced,
Yep.
what did you learn from that? What did you take away from those experiences looking back?
Some things I don't share because it's not time. I'm still in the battlefield using some of those tactics. But I learned how to be a super professional with T.I., Lil Wayne, and I learned how to really, really work hard with your craft. But most of all, professionalism at recording and how you maximize your studio time. Because over at Grand Hustle, coming up, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, my Uncle Clay, certain people was like going to school. And shout out to Mac Boney. I talked to Mac Boney about teaching me how to have studio etiquette at a time while I was a wild guy. He used to always promote, "Five Mike, you can't do that, nigga. You can't come up here and do it." Like, I had to really learn how to be a rapper, studio, when to speak. Yo, don't be doing that with people recording. When a rapper's in the corner writing his rhymes, he don't need your help. You know what I'm saying? I had to learn all these things. So I feel like I went to hip hop school. You know what I'm saying? Right here in Atlanta too.
Now, when it came to these hit songs, or songs that you saw getting created and later became hits, did any of these songs surprise you how far and how successful they climbed on that ladder in the music industry?
No, I would say that
Was there a song possibly you didn't think was a hit off the bat, and then you're just marveled at the fact that it became a hit?
no, I ain't gonna lie. We all felt it's a hit. If it ain't about the money, congratulations, Young Thug. Welcome home, Thug. But yeah, I remember that song was created too. That was a special moment. That was like a moment like with T.I. and Young Thug was doing a new frequency, and like the old versus the new, and all that stuff was like cross pathing. It was legendary. But yeah, I remember when that went down.
So when you heard these hit songs, or these songs become hit songs at a later point, you and the people in the studio, you knew a hit when you heard it. Not
Yeah,
surprised.
for most part, yes.
Okay.
We know it's a hit. That's
Okay.
why we celebrate. Oh, this is a motherfucker. This a hit. You can feel it. It's a feeling.
Didn't know if there was a song you were wrong about or misjudged about or had a misopinion on. And
Nah, I'm not gonna lie. I have like a special ability, not with picking music, but with foreseeing things. Yeah, I'm pretty good at that. I don't know what that is, but I'm pretty good at that. And music pops up in that too. You know what I'm saying? But I'm pretty good at like, hey, maybe, I don't know if it's based so much off the ears, but I just know about the feeling.
now, because of this misconception and people thinking your claim to fame is stocks and not music.
Well, let's know. I want people to know my claim to fame. Not saying being for stocks. What I'm saying is I've been hustling in the music business for 17, 18 years. We can't act like because Five Mike's made a good investment in stocks that I didn't do all this other stuff in the music business. Like, no way. I worked for this stuff, man. Like, unbelievable.